Hello, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. It is time for your Leeds versus Newcastle preview. Of course, Friday night, Leeds will turn up to St James's Park, a packed out St James's Park, to hopefully gain their first win of the season. Both teams still searching for that first win. Newcastle only with a point so far this season against Southampton, a draw that was 2 apiece. We sit 2 points above them, but a win would take us up to around about 13th in the table. Look, Leeds United are in need of a win, and we need one quick time for me. And Newcastle is a fixture, a team I look at and think, look, we need to be picking up 3 points. We need to be picking up 3 points if we want to get anywhere close to the season we had last season. If we're going to be pushing for top half, which some people won't think we will, and look, you know where my thoughts are. I've said anywhere between 8th and 14th. I still think there is a chance we could push for top half, but of course we need to start clicking into gear. And it's not even just a case of getting results, it's the manner of the performances. The performances for Leeds United thus far this season haven't been up to standards. But we need to take a step back and have a look at who we've played. Manchester United, Liverpool and Everton all currently sit in the top 4. They've all had fantastic starts to the season. I think Liverpool were fantastic the other night against us. Admittedly, we weren't great. But we haven't really got going. And look, Burnley is always a tough place to go. We mustn't forget that. We mustn't forget that. But Newcastle is a team I look at and fancy us to beat. They're going to be without Callum Wilson. He's a massive, massive player for them. He's clinical. And you can't say that for the likes of Joel Linton. You can't say that for the man over there, Alan St. Maximin. I know there's a lot of Leeds players absolutely scared to death of what Alan St. Maximin's going to bring on Friday. I personally clip this up because I just don't rate him. I don't. I get Adama Traore vibes. Admittedly, he is better than Adama Traore. Don't get me wrong. But he's everything tea to green. Everything tea to green. Fantastic. He'll carry the ball from the left-back position if he wants and get all the way into the box. But what's the point if at the end of it you don't score or get an assist? Now, he'll probably go and get a hat-trick now Friday night. But for me, I just don't see it. I get it. It'd be great. Of course, I've seen people talking about top 6. He doesn't get nowhere near them sides for me. Nowhere near them sides. That's just my opinion. There's a reason he's still at Newcastle. And obviously, he's got a checkered past when it comes to injuries. I am not saying that when that ball goes to him and he carries it, he's going to be able to take people out of the game. Luke Ayling will have a tough afternoon. Jamie Shackleton will have a tough afternoon if he starts. Stuart Dallas, whoever starts really at fullbacks, Junior Firpo, wherever he's on, he's going to cause them problems, of course. But it's what comes after that. He could run around the pitch for 90 minutes and not get an assist or a goal. What does it matter? Yeah, he might be able to carry the ball for that full 90 minutes, but if there's nothing at the end of it, then what does it matter? That's just my opinion on him. But Callum Wilson, massive miss. It means Joel Linton and Alan St. Maximin will be expected to get the goals. No Paul Dummett, no John Joe Shelvey. I mean, in terms of midfield, I was hoping Joe Willett might be out, but he's passed the fitness test along with Kieran Clark and Manquillo, who actually scored against Manchester United just the other night with Ronaldo's debut. But I look at the Newcastle squad and there's no one there that overly concerns me. I look at the way Leeds United play, and sometimes we see centre-backs marauding up to the edge of our box. I don't expect to see that from Kieran Clark. I don't expect to see that from Jamal Lascelles. I just can't see it. And I think Leeds United will win the game and win it comfortably. That's just my opinion. It's ballsy, I know, based on recent performances. But I am going to go as far as to say Leeds United are going to win the game 3-0. I am really, really confident ahead of this fixture. It's my first away day of the season as well. So I'm really looking forward to going to St James's Park. And that's another thing. I know it's a home crowd, a raucous atmosphere, a packed out stadium. But believe me, if Leeds go in front within that first half, they'll soon turn. None of them want Steve Bruce or the whole ownership at the club. They want it to be sold. They don't want Steve Bruce. They don't want him at the club. And the atmosphere around St James's Park and Newcastle is toxic. It's toxic. And if Newcastle fans are watching this, I'm not like having a go at you saying, oh, you create this toxic atmosphere. You have every reason to feel like the way you do. I get it. I hear it. I understand it. But it doesn't make for a good atmosphere if Leeds United can get ahead and get ahead early. Do you know what I mean? And I can see that. I see Leeds. I don't know. I just feel that it's going to click Friday night. I do really think it's going to click Friday night. It'd be interesting to see what we do from a Leeds United perspective, because, of course, we know Pascal Struijk's out. Bielsa's done his press conference and confirmed that Diego Llorente and Robin Koch are still out through injury. So what will we do at the back? Does Ayling move into centre-back? Does that give a chance for Jamie Shackleton or even Stuart Dallas at right-back? Maybe put Matthias Klick back in midfield alongside Rodrigo? I still think Bielsa persists with Rodrigo. I do think, but I look at this game and expect Rodrigo to have a good game. And maybe all he needs is a goal or a good performance to kick him on, but I fully expect Rodrigo to start. We've got Dan James as well. He's had another week in pre-season. We'll see him at some point. I don't think he'll start. I think it'll be Harrison. I think it'll be Rafinha. I think it'll be Rodrigo, and then Bamford leading the line. We need Bamford to get on the score sheet as well. He's already got one against Burnley. In really, there wasn't much for him to feed on. There hasn't been this season. There hasn't been not a lot for Patrick Bamford to feed on. But if he wants to keep his place in that England squad, when he does get the chances, he needs to find the back of the net. And I fully expect him to do that against Newcastle on Friday night. But like I said, the main worries for me as a Leeds United fan currently is defensively, what we do, especially with Struijk, Koch and Llorente out. It's possible as well that Newcastle will line up with a 3-5-2. Maybe they go with Joel Linton and Alan St-Maximin. Does that mean we'll play the 3-3-1-3? And I want to put it out there to you guys. Who's going to go in that back three? Will Creswell get his debut? I know my man Cage's been saying that. He's been banging that drum. I've seen it on social media. It wouldn't happen for me. For me, our lineup will look like this. A Firpo on the left, Cooper in the centre, Ayling on the right side. Jamie Shackleton, right wing back, who I think would be perfect for it. I can't lie, every time I've seen him at right wing back this season, he's looked lethal, and I think he's done a better job than what Luke Ayling has personally. Left wing back, Stuart Dallas, Calvin just in front. It'll be Rodrigo for me, and I know not a lot of people will agree with it. And look, if Matthias Klick starts in there, I'm totally fine with that also. But I just think he'll persist with Rodrigo, rightly or wrongly. But I think this is the perfect game for Rodrigo to get off the mark, and that's might be all he needs to kickstart his season. And then obviously on the right-hand side, Rafinha. Left-hand side, Jack Harrison, and then Bamford up top. And I think as well, their fullbacks, I think Jacob Murphy, I think even Ryan Fraser has been spending some time at left-back as well when they've gone with 5 across the back. I think they really can be exploited, especially by Harrison and Rafinha. You know, last time out, we beat them 5-2 at Ellen Road. We won 2-1 at St. James's. So we have a decent record under Bielsa there against this Newcastle side. And I really fancy us on Friday night. Forshaw, an update on Forshaw as well. He's got a calf injury, but will return next week. Will we ever see him in a Leeds United shirt again? I'm not sure. But there is a Forshaw or a midfield-shaped hole in this squad, especially off the bench as well. But look, I am really confident ahead of this one, as I've mentioned. Steve Bruce has been quite glowing as well towards Bielsa in his press conference. He said when he took over at Sheff Wednesday, he witnessed firsthand the change at Leeds United. I've seen a group of players who've been in and around that league for a long time. But the impact on from the manager has been huge on these players. And he mentioned, like he said, I've seen managers walk in like Tuchel, Klopp, Pep, but I've never seen anything at that level, a difference quite like it in the playing staff and the way that they've gone about the business. And this season, they haven't really been up to the levels that we're used to. So hopefully on Friday night at St. James's Park, we can get somewhere close to that. But yeah, look, I'm really excited. Of course I am. It's my first away day. And I do fancy Leeds United in this one. And I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be ballsy. And I'm going to say that we win the game 3-0. Please let me know your thoughts on the preview. Put your comments in. What's your score prediction? What's your preferred lineup? And thank you as always for watching. It's a pleasure doing this. So make sure you like the video, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.